Einstein coefficient, the number of atoms per unit volume with energy E1, and so here n1 number of atoms are present per unit volume with energy state E1. That you can see that this is the energy state, and here how many particles are there? This number of particles is said to be n1. Next, if you go for the n2 is the number of atoms per unit volume with energy state E2. That also you can see that this is the energy level E2, where n2 number of atoms are present per unit volume in this energy state, that is E2 energy state. Next, then let us n be the number of photons per unit volume at the frequency nu such that h nu is equals to E2 minus E1. N is the number of photons per unit volume. How many number of photons are there? N means n number of photons are there per unit volume at a frequency nu such that h nu is equal to E2 minus E1. Then energy density of interacting photons rho of nu is given by rho of nu equals to nh nu, equation number 1. So energy density equation is normally represented like this. Energy density means number of photons exist in unit volume is given by n number of photons into each photon energy h nu, that is h nu. That is equation number 1. When these photons interacts with atom, both upward absorption and downward emission transition occurs. When these photons interacts with atom, then what happens? Then absorption happens, and the atom absorbs energy, this photon energy atom absorbs and move upward direction. Later it will transition, it will move from excited state to ground state, means downward direction. Then emission occurs, this transition occurs at equilibrium condition. This transition rates must be equal, means upward transition must be equal to downward transition, that is ultimate. Next, upward transition, upward means absorption, so stimulated absorption. So stimulated absorption rate depends upon the number of atoms available in the lower energy state for absorption of these photons, as well as energy density interacting radiation. Means in here this radiation absorption density depends on number of atoms exist in this state, that is E1 state. This is also called ground state. So n1 number of atoms are present in E1 state. In that one, how much energy is instanting on it, that many number of atoms will move to excited state. That we can understand. See here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 atoms are absorbing 5 photons, then 5 photons are moving upward direction. Okay, that is like this, they are moving like this, means they move from ground state to excited state. Now if you see the first case, now here in the initial condition, normal condition, this is also called initial condition, normal condition, more number of atoms exist in ground state, okay, less number of atoms exist in excited state. That is, here it is represented. Then the material is said to be ground state. Now by absorbing these photons, these atoms are moving from ground state to excited state. After reaching excited state, all the atoms are present in excited state except 1 or 2 atoms are present in ground state. So this is called population inversion. So this condition, in that the population inversion condition, n1 is less, means less number of particles exist in ground state, n2 is greater, more number of particles exist in excited state, then material is called as a excited state. So this is said to be population inversion is achieved. Next, now stimulated absorption rate, how much radiation is absorbed and how many number of particles are moving from ground state to excited state. So that is called what? that is called absorption rate is directly proportional to number of particles in ground state. Means if more number of particles are there, more number of particle can absorb energy, they will move to excited state. That is a condition, that is a situation. So in this equation he is saying that stimulator absorption now depends on number of particles exist in ground state, and stimulator absorption is also depends on energy density. Means what? Here you can see that if more atoms are more photons are instanting on the atoms, more number of particles will move ground state to excited state. That is why the energy density is more, means more number of photons are present, then more number of atoms will move ground state to excited state. That is the mean. So the absorption rate also depends on what? Density of photon. So from 1 and 2 equations we can write one equation. By removing the proportionality symbol we can write V12 is a constant, N1 rho of V1. This is equation number 2, where the constant probability V12, this constant V12 is the Einstein coefficient of stimulated absorption. Next, where energy density instant on the photons, means energy density, more number of photons exist in unit volume, that is called energy density of the photons. Next, downward transition. See that here you can see all the atoms are reached to where excited state. Now what happened? They will come to ground state gradually, depends on the situation. So they will come to ground state by two methods, that is spontaneous emission transition and stimulated emission transition, that you can see that. So downward direction, that is called downward direction transition. Spontaneous emission, first one is spontaneous emission. So the rate of spontaneous emission depends on N2. How many number of photons are there here, that many downward transition is going to happen, means spontaneous emission occurs. If more number of atoms exist in N2 state, E2 energy state, more number of particles will reach ground state. So spontaneous emission depends on number of particles exist in excited state. So spontaneous emission rate is proportional to N2. The proportionality symbol is removed, that is why you are getting one constant, that is A21. This is called Einstein spontaneous emission constant. Here the particles are present in excited state. How much time? 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. Here it is called spontaneous. Why spontaneous? Because all the particles will not come to ground state at a time. Some particles are coming very fast, some particles are coming very slow. Depends on randomly they are coming to ground state. So but here maximum time, how much time they are able to spend here, the time for these particles is 10 to the power of minus 8 seconds. Next, downward transition spontaneous emission equation, again it is written here how it is happening. You can see the picture here. See here, all the particles are there in excited state. If I move that,
రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వానికి కేంద్రంలో జాయింట్ సెక్రటరీ ఉంటారు అధ్యక్ష. అర్బన్ డెవలప్మెంట్ అండ్ లోకల్ సెల్ఫ్ గవర్నమెంట్ సంబంధించిన ఒక జాయింట్ సెక్రటరీ అక్టోబర్ 7 నాడు మన ప్రభుత్వానికి అన్ని రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వాలకు ఉత్తరం రాశారు. మన చీఫ్ సెక్రటరీకి రాశారు. ఏమని రాశారంటే enhancing the reservation of women to 50% in municipalities by amending 243D of.
అయితే మంత్రి మాట్లాడారు. భారీ వర్షాలకు సంబంధించి తీసుకుంటున్నటువంటి చర్యలకు సంబంధించి హై అలర్ట్ లో ఉంది గవర్నమెంట్, అన్ని ఏర్పాట్లు చేస్తున్నాం, దాన్ని జాగ్రత్తలు తీసుకుంటున్నాం అని ఆయన ప్రకటన చేశారు. హైదరాబాద్ లో భారీ వర్షాలు కొన్ని ఏరియాలో వరద నీరు ఉధృతంగా ప్రవహించింది. ఏదైనా ప్రాజెక్టు గేట్లు ఎత్తారా అన్న రేంజ్ లో ప్రవహించిన వరదలో పెద్ద పెద్ద కార్లు కూడా కాగిత పడవల్లా మారిపోయాయి. వరద ఉధృతికి కొట్టుకుపోయింది. ఒక చోట అయితే కారు మీద మరో కారు ఎక్కితే ఆ 2 కార్లలో మరో కారు వచ్చి ఢీకొట్టింది వరద ఉధృతి. మరో చోట ఇంకో కారు కూడా వరదలో కొట్టుకుపోయింది. హైదరాబాద్ న్యూ బోయిన్పల్లిలో ఈ దృశ్యాలు కనిపించాయి.
So we are giving you a free cornetto with every order and up to 50% off. Order now.
రిస్క్యూ ముచ్చట్లేం చూడట్లేదు వాళ్ళు. అయితే వీళ్ళు చెప్పేది ఏంటంటే మా దగ్గరికి వచ్చి అసలు మా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ పట్టించుకోవాలి. ఇక్కడ ఉన్న నాలాల్లో కూడా వాటర్ పట్టకుండా ఎక్కువగా ఫ్లో వస్తుందని ఇక్కడ ఉన్న వాళ్ళు కూడా చెప్తున్నారు. మొత్తానికైతే ఇక్కడ సిచ్యువేషన్ చూసుకున్నట్టయితే మినిట్ బై మినిట్ ఇంకా వరస్ట్ గా తయారైతుంది తప్ప సిచ్యువేషన్ చేతిలోకి రావట్లేదని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు. ఓవర్ టు సూర్య.
రైట్, థ్యాంక్ యూ సదానందం. చంద్రాయణ గుట్టలో మనం పరిస్థితి చూస్తున్నాం. ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ వరకు కూడా నీళ్లు వచ్చాయి. రాత్రి 2 గంటలు 3 గంటలకు వాళ్ళు రేకుల పైన ఎక్కారు. ఎవరైతే ఫస్ట్ ఫ్లోర్ లేని వాళ్ళు ఉన్నారో, ఓన్లీ గ్రౌండ్ ఫ్లోర్ ఉన్నవాళ్ళు, అధికార యంత్రాంగం అక్కడ దృష్టి సారించాల్సిన అవసరం కనబడుతుంది. చిన్న బ్రేక్ తీసుకుందాం. బ్రేక్ తర్వాత హైదరాబాద్ లో వరద పరిస్థితి మీద అప్డేట్స్ కంటిన్యూ అవుతాయి.
Now the downward transition, the spontaneous emission. The spontaneous emission rate depends on number of atoms in excited state. The spontaneous emission rate is N2, and proportionality symbol, if you remove N2 into A21. A21 is a constant, proportionality constant. It is also called stimulated spontaneous emission constant. Einstein it is given by. So A21 is a Einstein coefficient. Here the particles exist in here for 10 to the power of -8 seconds. They will come down slowly by emitting this radiation. Like this, they are emitting the radiation while coming down to ground state. Now this rate depends upon this rate of emission depends on this rate of emission depends upon number of particles exist in this state. That is the equation it is saying. Now here one thing we have to observe, that the particles are not at all taking any help from outside. They are itself coming to ground state. They are coming to ground state. That is called spontaneous emission. Now if you go for stimulated emission, the stimulated emission, after reaching here, all the particles are present in E2 energy state. After reaching here, these particles or atoms are going to be disturbed to bring the particles to ground state. means we have to stimulate this disturbance we are making to the particle to bring the particle to ground state. That is called what? Stimulate. So we are stimulating these atoms by using photons, light photons. Then these particles are coming to ground state. This stimulated process is happening for all the particle at a time. So all the particles are coming to ground state at a time, from E2 energy state to E1 energy state. This is another transition. This transition is called what? Stimulated emission. So the stimulated emission rate depends on number of particles exist in E2 energy state. How many number of particles are there, that many particles are going to be stimulated and they are coming to ground state. That is why the rate of stimulated emission depends on N2. And here, how many number of particles are going to be stimulated, that many number of particles will come to ground state. Means that also depends on stimulated photons, stimulated photon number. So if more number of stimulated photons are there, more number of particles will come to ground state. That is why we can say the stimulated emission also depends on density of stimulated photons. This is called density of stimulated photons. That is also rho of nu. So stimulated emission rate from this and this equation, I can write N2 into rho, and the proportionality symbol, if you remove it, then you are getting a constant B21. Here forgot to write B21, so it is 1. So where a constant proportionality B21 is Einstein coefficient of stimulated emission. Next, so here how it is going to be stimulated, you can see that from the see here, see that photons are instanting on the particles to stimulate. Later like this, after that they are coming to ground state. After coming to ground state, they are emitting photons. While coming to E2 energy state to ground state, they are emitting radiations. So these photons, each particle is giving 2 photons, 2 photons of coherence photons, because their frequency is same, wavelength is same. So each particle is giving 2 photons. So 2 photons are coherence. So like these coherence photons are coming in one direction. This is a stimulated emission process. That is a specialty of stimulated emission, this process. See how the particles are coming, how they are going to emit the radiation, like this. So like this it is coming. Once again you can see the picture, how it is coming, like this. Now this is stimulated emission. Okay, here if you don't stimulate these particles, suppose if the particles are here, if you don't stimulate, if the particles are there, if you are not using the stimulated photons, how much time they will spend? The maximum time is 10 to the power of minus 6 seconds. Then they will come to ground state, but they will not come at a time. If you stimulate, all the particles will come. Now for the system in equilibrium condition, the upward and downward transitions rate must be equal, and hence N1 rho of 1 rho of nu B12, N2 rho of nu B21, N2 A21. So here what is upward transition? N1 rho of nu B12 is a upward transition, which is also known as absorption. You can see in the last slides, in the previous slides. Here, so this is a absorption, stimulated absorption rate B12 N1 rho of nu. This is equation number 2. That is absorption. Now we are writing here, and N2 rho of nu and N2 rho of nu B21 is a stimulated emission. So that you can see here N2 rho of nu B21. So it is a stimulated emission. Now you can see in this case it is over. Next, N2 A21 is a spontaneous emission. You can see here spontaneous emission equation here in the last slide. So N2 A21 is a spontaneous emission equation. So like this we can write upward transition absorption, downward transition stimulated emission, plus downward transition spontaneous emission. Equation number 5. Now this one is equals to this one rho of nu is there, and n2 row of new b21 is there. If you send row of new is a both side is there. If you send one side, then you can write n1 row of new b12 minus n2 row of new b21 here equals to remaining term here itself only. So n2 is equal to n2 a21. You can see. Now upward transition is equal to downward transition. Now you can see that. Now you can see that here n2 row of new b21 is taken from common from this one. Then what happens? Here it remains n1 row of new b12 from this term. Here row of new is a common, so we are writing outside. n2 is unable to common from this one, so n1 b1 n1 b12 divided by n2 b12. So this is coming out, so totally coming out means n2 row of new b21 is taken common, like this it is getting minus, in this place we are getting 1, okay, equals to n2 a21. It is upward transition is equal to downward transition equation. Now from this you can see that this equation again you can see that here n2 is there and n2 is there, and both we can get cancelled. Then row of new b21 remains. So this we have to send this side divided by a21. So row of new b21 n1 b12 by n2 b21 minus 1 a21. This we have to send this side. Then means totally we are sending this total equation we are sending as a denominator of a21. Then we are getting row of new equals to a21 by b21 n1 b12 n2 b21 minus 1, equation number 7. The population of various energy levels in thermal equilibrium is given by Boltzmann distribution law. Means according to Boltzmann distribution law, how the particles are distributed in different energy levels depends on this equation. Ni equals to n0 exponential of minus ei by kt. Means I is equal to 1 2 3 dash, like this. Means I means first energy level, 2 means second energy level, like this I value. So if I write I, n1 equals to n0 exponential of minus ei means I is equal to 1, so 1 kt. So n2 is equal to n0 exponential of e2, that is kt. Now if we take this one here, this is suffix, you can write here this is suffix. Now so e1 by kt, this is e2 by kt for this equation. But here n1 by n2 is there, so 1 this by this if you do it, n1 by n2 is equal to n0 exponential of e1 you can see that exponential of e1 by exponential of e1 exponential of e1. Now n1 by n2 is equal to n0 exponential of e1 by kt, n0 exponential of e2 by kt. This is n1 by n2. n1 by n2 is equal to exponential of, here you can see that n0 gets cancelled, exponential of e1, that is I can see that so now you can see that e1 exponential of e1 by kt, exponential of e1 by kt, exponential of e2 by kt. Now n0 has cancelled now, but if I bring this one topward it becomes plus, so e2 exponential of e2 minus e1 both denominators are k1 kt, so kt. So but we know that e2 minus e1 is equal to photon energy, that is h nu. So n1 by n2 is equal to exponential of h nu by kt. Now it is, you can write n also here if you want, and h nu also, right? But here you can write n h nu also, depends on the situation, you can write. Now what happens here, remaining terms if I substitute this, while n2 by n1 is substituted here in this value, then what happens, row of nu a21 by b21, a21 by b21, b12 by b21, b12 by b21. This n1 by n2 is equal to exponential of h nu by kt minus 1, as it is minus 1. This is equation number 9. Now if you see that from the Planck's law of radiation, the radiation density is given by rho of nu is equal to 8 pi h nu cube by c cube into 1 by exponential of h nu by kt minus 1 is equation number 10. Comparing equation 9 and 10, so this equation and this equation, if we compare, what is happening? That is, for this comparison, you can see that a21 by b21 is equals to a21 by b21 equals to 8 by h nu by c cube. 8 by h nu by c cube is that. And if I write now b12 by b21 exponential of h nu by kt here, by comparing the 9th and 10th equation. So 9th equation, energy density equation, just we have derived, that is a21 by b21, b12 by b21 exponential of h nu by kt minus 1, equation number 9. From the Planck's radiation law of black body, the radiation density is given by rho of nu equals to 8 by h nu cube by c cube 1 by exponential of h nu by kt minus 1. This is 10th equation. By comparison, here 8 by h nu cube by c cube, in the place a21 by b21 is there, so a21 by b21 is equal to 8 by h nu cube by c cube, and in this one exponential h nu by kt, exponential of h nu by kt minus 1 minus 1. But what is there, b12 by b21, b12 by b21 is equal to 1. So here the multiplier only 1 is there, means nothing is there, means 1 is there. That is why b12 by b21 is equal to 1. So b12 is equal to b21. So both the Einstein coefficients are same. The equation 10 and 11 are referred to as Einstein relation. This is Einstein coefficient relation.